Good morning, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is John DeBuck, and I have the opportunity and privilege to serve with the Motherless Daughters Ministry. For the month of July, we have been talking about emotional intelligence, and today we actually wrap up this video series. If you join me on the very first video at the beginning of July, we talked about self-awareness. The second video was about self-management. Last week, I talked about social awareness or social awareness or relational awareness. And today we'll wrap up this series in talking about relational management. So how do we go about managing those relationships once we have this great level of relational awareness? Relational management is defined as the ability to connect with others, to build positive relationships, and respond appropriately to the emotions of others. Using your self-awareness that you have hopefully developed, using your self-awareness of your own emotions, it makes you have a greater awareness of the emotions of others and can help you manage those interactions successfully. Relational management is also this great ability to be able to build value-adding relationships in your life with others. This is not to say that you have to be best friends with everyone, but this is talking about adding those relationships that add value, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's with other relationships in your life. It's about adding those value-added relationships. Managing relationships requires a level of vulnerability. Now, don't stop the video. I promise you, I'm going somewhere, but it does require a level of vulnerability. We have to have the skills to be clear and respectful and with others in describing our concerns and our perspectives to others. We must also be open to criticism or negative feedback from others, and we need to be skilled in providing that constructive feedback to others as well. This is about being balanced in your view of others. My dad would always say, we would be out somewhere and we would see a child acting out in a store or something, and my dad would always say, it's easier to discipline someone else's kids, meaning that when you see something like that occurring, how often do you say, if that were my child, I would never let them do X, Y, and Z. It's always easier to look at others sometimes through this judgmental lens. But relationship management is about choosing to see the other in a different light. Those of you who know me know that I love the study of Crucial Conversations. And Crucial Conversations is essentially about having a set of skills to be able to say difficult things in a manner that really continues the relationship, it provides emotional safety, and it gets the difficult message across. One of the co-authors of Crucial Conversations is Joseph Grenny, and I heard him say something one time. He said, be present, be kind, compliment people, magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. This is how to make a difference in the lives of others. And I thought that was a beautiful quote. To manage your relationships, I encourage you to be brave enough to start a conversation that matters with somebody regarding that relationship. If you avoid the conflict to keep the peace, you will eventually start a war inside yourself. I'm a firm believer that if you don't talk it out, you will act it out. I heard someone once say that when you end a conversation, do others bleed or do they grow? Do others love talking with you or do they avoid talking with you? Proverbs 12:18 says, thoughtless words can wound as deeply as any sword, but wisely spoken words can heal. My prayer for you is that you seek God and his wisdom and his discernment and guidance in your relationships, and ask him to give you the grace, the patience, the wisdom, the words to be able to have these difficult conversations and to be able to manage your relationships and manage them appropriately. I believe that as we lean into him, our view of our world changes. And my thought is that when your view changes of the world, your view of others changes as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I pray that you are well and blessed, and I hope that you have an amazing week. Thank you.